Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So I have started knocking people out.
Mm-hmm. And we have realized two of the major goals of this show.
That's almost done.
I like Pokemon.
Yeah.
I get
Critical.
it now.
It's vital.
That was probably number one, to be honest. Number two, critical game thoughts.
Well, see, here's the problem. There's the reoccurring number one goal.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, Audette hasn't played X. And that's inescapable. I've got more games than you've got life.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little daunting to think about. Although this show helps. It helps.
I think that I need to do this one.
I feel like most of the time when we're making this show, I'm not really paying attention to our stated mission, you know, but when I think about it, it always comes back to like the idea of like taking a wine tasting class. Which I find funny. I think wine tasting is funny. Is it not funny?
Oh, I don't. That's not part of my world. I don't know why.
They teach you how to taste things. It's. I know that it's complex, and some people.
The thing you do with your mouth.
Yeah.
Instinctively.
Yes, right. So it seems counterintuitive to be like, we're going to go to a class so that our taste buds work. That's what it sounds like. That's what it has always sounded like to me. It's like, it would be like going to a picture-looking class or art appreciation, right? But
we
did
both
and benefited from it.
It was expensive.
It was. it was.
Think hard about college, kids. I'm not gonna say don't go, but I'm going to say maybe don't go.
Maybe a trade school.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a great experience, though.
Yeah, I think it was important for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that one of the reasons why it was important for me is because of a failure on the part of my parents and primary education.
Yeah.
Because if college didn't teach me anything that a better parent or
a better school system.
Or a better school system couldn't have taught me.
Yeah.
Because it was mostly like, hey, here are our expectations, and hey, let me rekindle that joy and self-direction and learning for you.
Yeah.
Instead of, beating it into you for, like, the thing that is most absurd to me, the difference between, like, elementary, middle, and high school, that is primary school, right? I'm not thinking, okay. Suddenly I was like, wait, is primary school like elementary, and then secondary school is high school?
Primary school means different things in different countries. I think it's better to say primary education. It's grades 1 through 12.
Okay.
In America.
Well, yeah, K through 12.
K through 12.
That's bulletproof.
Yeah. Well, preschool. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Pre-K through 12. Bulletproof. I lost it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. I just couldn't let it go.
It's fine. What was it that I?
You were outraged at something, but
I can't believe.
I don't know if that narrows it down.
I can't believe how Dick. Honest Dick. I can't believe how much time you spend at school each day in K through 12. It really is just fucking...
It's nutty.
It's just babysitting. It's just shitty babysitting.
Yeah, with the motive that you're supposed to teach people stuff, but the thing is that the best way that learning happens is if you learn some stuff and then they give you some time to think about it.
Well, I mean, just look. The fact of the matter
and mull
is,
it over.
I don't want to speak for you. I'm just going to talk about me.
Okay.
I learned more in a week of college than I learned in a week of elementary, middle, or high school. Well, definitely middle and high school. Maybe not elementary school. It's hard to remember that far back, and I imagine that I was probably pretty enthusiastic about learning still in elementary school.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that, what is it? It was like, was elementary school? No, high school. Was high school like 6 to 4 or 8 to 4?
It was goddamn to oh no is what it was. Like
Like 6 to 2? I can't remember.
I think it was
Like, and I'm talking about effectively, like when you had to get up in the morning.
Effectively, yeah. If you go from wake up to get home and
Yeah.
you're not talking about practices and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So if we cut out like band practice and chess club and all that fun stuff, the good part of school. Yeah, it was like 6 to 4. No, it was 6 to 4 if you lived particularly close to school. If you lived further away from school, it could be like 6 to 5. Really? If you walked home, definitely 6 to 5. So,
Son of a bitch, it goes both directions.
my God, woman.
Oh no.
Oh, is it bad?
That's awful.
Is it miss? It
That's
missed.
no, I think it's gonna hit.
It's gonna miss. No!
Jiminy Christmas.
That's bad. That's mean.
I
That
want.
animation was cool though.
Yeah, I want the Nirvana staff,
Mm-hmm.
but like part of me kind of wants to knock her out and then get it down to just one person.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was so dangerous. That's way too good.
I felt that my primary education was pretty nice, but I always felt that it was the subjects that we studied were sporadic and had very little continuity from class to class, despite the idea of a grade progression. So we would go over like, let's say, well, first off, for some reason, you had to be taught all the subjects concurrently and constantly, right? So it was like math, chemistry, biology, literature, history, social studies, art, and music and physical education, but you were always taking all of them at once. You know? In college, they don't do that. You get like a few classes per semester and you really focus down on a few subjects. And that just works better. I understand, like, that makes sense going through elementary school because you kind of have to be introduced to a lot of concepts pretty quickly. Like, hey guys, the earth is round, sun is hot.
Yeah, that's
Math
basically.
is good.
No. You can stop it. You can stop at Earth is round, sun is hot. What else do you need to know?
Earth is round, sun is hot, plants are green, water goes up and down. That's all the science. And then it's like 2 + 2 is 4, not fish. Congratulations.
I just had a dumb. I just did a dumb.
Yeah.
I looked at Shara, and then I looked at the red mage next to her, and I was like, Vera corpses. Fine. I forgot that Undyne was one of ours.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Just left a character on the field.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. You're bad.
So, I think the thing to do then, it's this. This is the move. Because Phoenix brought her back from the death, but can it bring her back from a stoning? From a petrification? I think I may have just blocked the bridge. The judge will fix it. The judge will almost definitely fix it. That's what the judge is here for.
I think that essentially what I'm trying to get at is elementary school is fine because you just kind of have to throw everything at kids so that they kind of figure out what they like. You know, a little bit of what they like, or at least know, you know, Earth is round, sun is hot, 2 + 2.
Earth is round, sun is hot. Earth plus sun, 2 is 4.
Yes, this is how read.
Earth plus sun is 4.
So like they teach you how to learn in elementary school, right? So they teach you how to interface with learning. So reading, math, interpreting graphs, that sort of thing. Okay, that's fine. But then they continue that trend like all the way until you leave high school, even though they kind of put you on like a concentration track in high school, or at least they did me.
Yeah.
They were like, ooh, are you gonna be a humanities track person? I'm like, this doesn't mean anything, sure. You know, what gets me more art classes? Is it called humanities? Yes, please. Check that box. Thank you.
The thing...
I think that it's too spread out. Everything is too spread out. They teach you subjects throughout middle and high school like you're gonna quit any minute. Like seriously, they're like, we gotta give you all the science, all the math, all the reading, all of the social studies, all of the everything, all in one semester because you're probably just gonna quit next week. Like that's what it feels like.
What's the high school dropout rate?
Not low enough for that, or not high enough for that. I mean, this is starting from like middle school. Middle school, you could learn stuff. Like there are concepts that, and supposedly with like standardized testing and benchmarks and blah, 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 there are certain concepts that you're supposed to understand at certain levels. But it is just bonkers and it's just not true. Because the whole educational system, it just seems like, it doesn't seem like a path. It seems like a bunch of, it seems like a platforming level and like hell platforming level in like Meat Boy or something. It's bad.
By the time I was done with high school, right? By the time I was leaving.
Yeah.
And I should point out that you and I, more or less, we had like a similar level. On paper, we had like a motherfucker. On paper, we had like about the same level of scholastic achievement, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember if I took. Wait, was it Was AP also college credit? I can't remember. There was something you took.
Well, AP gives you college credit if you test well.
Bitch, what are you? Oh wait, no, that's fine. That's not super rare.
They had college classes available.
I mean, that's incredibly uncool, but
those AP classes are the best. I learned the most in all of them. Every single, even the crappiest AP class I took, I learned way more in that class than I did in any of the other ones. But yeah, so you took advanced placement this and I took advanced placement that.
But by the time I was like a sophomore in high school, I was already so bored with it that I was like making it into a game, you know?
I remember that. I remember being mortified and amused when you explained to me your designs. You and one of our friends were trying to aim for a particular percentage.
Shara has break weapon and break armor.
Yeah.
So she's gonna die super hard now.
Oh.
Like 5-hit combo. Oh, 65! Mont Blanc, get off the field.
Oh.
You're grounded. Maybe you didn't have very many JP.
Maybe. But you and one of our friends were taking a particularly dull, easy class that was necessary. It was mandatory that you take a class in this realm, so you ended up in the easy one. And because the assignments were so straightforward, you guys had a bet going to try to hit a particular percentage grade. So I think you guys decided that you wanted like a 93.5 B or something.
Yeah.
Like, and the standing bet was to see who could get exactly there.
This is not okay.
Do you remember who won? Did anyone win? Did you guys give up on that, or?
I don't remember.
Yeah. But the fact that you were trying to do it.
Yeah, that's the important thing. That tells you what you need to know.
How can we crunch the statistics on this particularly boring course?
It's like
to get the results we want.
Because the math teachers are so bad and they have taken so much of the joy from the learning. Mm-hmm. How can I arrange my classes such that by the time I'm a senior, I don't have to take any math classes all year?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I did.
Because if video games prove one thing, it is that learning is fun. Okay? You have to learn so much to be able to do this. But there are ways to make it so that you want to know. Learning is great.
Okay, you know what might be about to happen here?
What?
This is dragging on for much longer than I imagined it would.
Yeah, this is a pretty long episode so far.
She has so much MP. She can just keep bringing them back to life.
Yeah.
And I have managed to, I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
Yeah, the judge isn't moving. The one time in the game a path is actually legitimately obstructed.
The judge isn't moving.
Yeah, isn't moving the obstruction. I'm going to do something drastic and try to knock everyone down except for Ritz, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to work my way around the field from there, reviving people one at a time, stealing their stuff, and then knocking them out for good. But that's going to be a tedious process that I'm going to take care of on my own. Mm-hmm. We're going to come back. I'm going to use the virtual console's save state thing.
Yeah.
To come back after the battle is over in the conversation. Okay?
Okay.
Good? Good for everyone? Good for me?
Good
Let's
for
see how
me.
this totema goes first. Have you seen this one? This is the human totema.
No, I haven't. It's pretty.
She explodes the world.
Typical.
Down, down, down. Get on the ground! Everybody on the ground!
Did it work? How you wanted it to?
Perfection.
Beautiful.
Good job, new kid. Fucking asshole.